Alright, this is a tutorial for the Apply Your Knowledge project for CAPL 1023 Microsoft Word. We are going to create the blood drive flyer. If you've got the textbook, this is on page 78 and 79. And then actually some more steps on page 80. So 78 through 80 in the textbook. It's Apply Your Knowledge. And so we can go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a data file. So let's go ahead and go File, Open. You can browse to wherever you're storing those data files. For me, it's in my flash drive. 1023, Data Files, Module 1, and WD1-1. Alright, so here's the text of that document. Let's go ahead and do a hard save right away. So File, Save As. And we're going to navigate to where we store it. Again, I've got mine on a separate folder in my flash drive. So Assignments, Module 1, and then we're going to call this one SCWD1-Blood Drive Flyer. Alright. So let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so the step 1 on page 79 tells us to, or actually it's step 3, review the spelling, grammar, and word choice suggestions, and then make those corrections. So drive, I'm going to right click, select the corrected drive, save, and again I'm just right clicking on all of these wavy line things. 3 lives, plural, not lives. Delete the repeated word. Hour with an H. Provide your medical history. More information. Alright. Okay, so we've got that step complete. And again, I will just be quick saving as I go through along the way. You're welcome to save whenever you want. I won't be telling you save now, save now, save now. But you may see me periodically just quick save by clicking my little save icon up in the top. Alright, so we're going to go into step 4. We're going to go to the when on the 4th line and delete that repetitive question mark. And then in step 5, delete the word single in the line of text below the headline. So one single pint, I'm just going to double click delete to remove that line. Alright, step 6 tells us to insert the word call to the left of the phone number. Call space. And then step 7, change the word Sunday to Saturday in this line 4. So I'm just going to double click to select it and then type right over. So, and Saturday, June 5th. Step number 8 tells us to, if requested by your instructor, we don't need to do that. We haven't been instructed. Step number 9, change the document theme to organic. Let's go to our Design tab, Themes, and select Organic. Step 10, change the margin to narrow. So our Layout tab, Margins, Narrow. Step number 11 says center the headline, the first paragraph of body copy, and the signature line. So I'm just going to do a control non-adjacent selection. So select the first line, control the second line, and the last line. Let's go ahead and I'm going to control E to center those. Then change the font size of all body copy between the headline and signature line. So from here to here. We're going to change that to 26 points. Alright, step 13 says select the second and third paragraphs of body copy in the flyer and format the selected paragraphs as bulleted text. So where, when. I'm going to format those as bulleted text. Step 14 says select the 4 paragraphs immediately above the signature line. Provide, donate, take, and eat. And we're going to format those as a numbered list. Alright, step 15, change the font and font size of the headline. So back up to the top, blood drive. We're going to change that to 72 point. Berlin sans FB demi. And then change the case of the headline to uppercase. So case, uppercase. Apply the preset text effect called white. So preset text effects. We want white fill, outline, green accent color 1, glow, green accent color 1. So the second row, fourth column. And then we are going to shade the text of the headline in gold, accent 1, darker 25, or excuse me, gold accent 6, darker 25%. All right. All right, the next step, step 16, change the theme color to red violet. So let's go back to our design tab, colors, and then scroll down to red violet. 17 is change the font color of the first line, 1 pint of blood, to red accent 6, darker 25%, and then bold it. So red accent 6, darker 25%, bold. Step 18, cut the word park in the first paragraph of the bulleted list. So park, I'm just going to double click, cut it, and then put your insertion point before the word boulevard and paste. So instead of 102 Park Wicker Boulevard, 102 Wicker Park Boulevard. All right, step 19 says copy the word your before the word time in the line above the numbered list. So your, I'm going to double click on it and copy it. And then it says paste the word before blood in the first paragraph of body copy. So 1 pint of, bring my insertion point right there, and I am going to click on my paste list arrow and choose the merge formatting option. All right. Step 20, remove the hyperlink format from the web address. So come down here, right click, remove hyperlink. It's going to erase all that formatting there. And then it says select the last paragraph of the page, so right down here. And then change the font size to 16 point. So 16 point. The color to blue accent 4, darker 50%. So blue accent 4, darker 50%. All right, step number 22 on page 80. Switch the second and third paragraph in the numbered list. So we're going to select the donate your blood. I'm just going to left click and hold, and then bring my insertion point down to the line right before eat, release, and that's going to switch those two around. Step 23 says select the words 3 lives in the first paragraph of body copy. So 3 lives, I'm just selecting the words, not the exclamation point. And I am going to underline those words. All right, step 24 says select the text where in the first bulleted list, as well as when. So, and then we're going to include those question marks. So where, I'm going to control, and then when. So select those two together, and then we're going to change the font color to blue accent 4, darker 50%, and bold. So bold and blue accent 4, darker 50. All right, step 25 says italicize the word only in the paragraph above the numbered list. So for only, double click on that, italicize it. Step 26 says change the zoom to 1 page. You don't have to do that. You can do it if you want. View, and then 1 page just to take a look at what it looks like. we're going to insert the blood drive picture so that it is centered on the blank line below the bulleted list. So I will turn on my formatting marks. The bulleted list is right here. I'm going to bring my insertion point down, Control E to center, so Control Echo, and then insert picture where we keep our data files. So for me, it's on my flash drive, data files, module 1, and then it's called Give Blood. Insert it. It's going to bring a very large picture in there, and we're going to change this. So in our Picture Tools Format tab, we're going to change it from just under 6 inches to 2.8 inches high. All right. And then we are going to apply the bevel rectangle picture style, so our quick styles. We're going to choose the bevel rectangle. Where's that one? There, bevel rectangle. So for me, it's the first column, 5th row. And then we are going to add the glow 8-point blue. So picture effects, glow, and then 8-point is the 2nd row. And we want blue accent 4. So glow 8-point, blue accent color 4. All right, step 28 says add a page border. So on our design tab, page border, we're going to go ahead and choose the box style. So select box, the first style in the list, so that's narrow line, and then blue accent color 4, darker 25% is the color of our border, and we're going to change the width of that border to 3 points. Go ahead and apply that. And then step 29 says change the spacing after the paragraph above the numbered list. So 4 easy steps. I'm going to click on there, go to my layout tab, and it says change the spacing above, so before, to 0. Change the spacing before the signature line change the after spacing. So we're going to change that to 0. My bad. And then in the signature line, we're going to change the before spacing. So just click down on that signature line, change the before spacing to 18 points. So just up arrow 3 times. All right, I'm going to do a quick save again. So our flyer should fit on 1 page. So if you follow the directions that I've done, that flyer is on 1 page. If you need to make some little cheats, go ahead and do that. But other than that, this document is complete. So let's go ahead and save it. You should have it already saved as the blood drive flyer. That file is ready to submit.